Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we are finally checking out Emilia in her end game maxed out usage through the guild trials. Now, my basic summary of this unit is fantastic unit. Very splashable, can work in a very wide range of things because her kit is fairly universal. Big damage, CC, healing, energy regen, pretty solid all around. And like I said, you can pretty much slot her into anything and get some use out of her if she's optimal for the enemy formation, stuff like that. Great tech unit. Has some teams that really play well with her. Some really great synergies I've found. On top of that, I think a character she works really well with, a great synergy, which I might explore further, I didn't use it in any of my teams, is Zolrath to get that freeze off faster, because her freeze sometimes just comes a little bit late, but with Zolrath, it's not too bad. So let's jump into the arena trials and I'll show you what I did. So we'll jump over here into the leaderboards. Massive props to the dude who got 700. That is huge. I ain't that good. We're just sitting here at 630 with a bit of experimental play. So first of all, artifacts. Yes, I found the button. So that is artifacts. Now don't pay attention too much to artifacts in this because you can't retry for RNG, meaning I just swap artifacts from time to time to see if the RNG is better with a different artifact. Because if you leave the same lineup, leave it on auto, it's always going to be the exact same. So this first team is basically just using her control to proc Raku and let Raku absolutely shred. And shred he does. So, I mean, I think she's a good pair with Raku. I don't see anything wrong with it. Now, we've got the Awakened Aziz in here pretty much just to stop the creepy hand lady from going into us and violating us, essentially. So that's why the Awakened Aziz is in there, nothing else. And then obviously Brutus, because he does bring the controller as well and help with that side of things. Also, grouping, I feel like, works pretty decently with her as well. And then Namora is there just to charm Odin. Whenever I see front row Odin, I always just charm with Namora. It's like my go-to thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the team. But basically, our main synergy is just these two, being able to CC and then being able to damage with Raku. Obviously, Brutus brings the CC into that equation as well. And this one, I did play on manual just to not ult with Raku because he just messes himself up when he ults. So let's jump in. Let's take a look. And you'll see, so we get puck out straight away, and then in comes that freeze. So we're pretty set up by that phase because we obviously locked out the two front row and we locked out the creepy hand lady. So it was only the Pharrell who wasn't going to do anything, and whoever the other one was, I can't even remember. Oh yeah, and the Mahira, but Mahira takes the start of the battle doing her like summon bats, sacrifice health type thing. So like there is no issue in that sense. So as you can see, we basically just absolutely completely shred with Raku. There's like this team is completely built for it. Like it's yeah, it was pretty solid. Honestly, I was really happy with the way that one worked. So Raku, always a fan of Raku. Love his victory animation. Just a cool dude. So that is that first team. Second team. Okay, this one is just Ulna Grazul, but I just think she just slots into Ulna Grazul so well. Normally that slot's taken by like a Pharrell, and then the healer is normally like a Silas. I just like Desire in this team. I don't know why. She's just always been one that I do enjoy. But, you know, Silas is obviously an option. But with this, like, you look at the damage she's bringing along with the Grazul, I feel like it just makes it safer. You got that hard CC on the entire board. You got tons of extra damage, and then you've also got that energy regen, which helps as well as swarming the field. So all in all, just a solid play there. There's the artifacts. As you can see, like Desire, I just slotted her in. I didn't even have an artifact on her. So let's just hit play and take a look. And I mean, there's not a crazy amount to look at. It's Ulna Grazul, you know what happens. We just basically control and then summon a bunch of skeletons, and yeah, away we go. It's pretty much GG's. So that is that's gonna be it. We're gonna speed this one up because these are always slow-ish kind of fights, but yeah, you get the gist. We just clap them, essentially. But yeah, I think she slots really well into this team. I think she just has great synergies for it. You know, some situations I would probably prefer a Pharrell, but in general, I just think she slots really well into this team. You do lose the faction bonus side of it, but besides that, you're not really too stressed about the faction bonus in this team, in my opinion. It's not like the most vital thing to get an extra 5% or whatever it is. So that is going to be that one. Moving on to team number 3, there's the artifacts quickly. And then we jump over here. So this one, you do not need Matria in this team. I originally used Zolrath and it worked, like it controlled even better. The problem that I had was I needed more damage in this team because of Eluard's shields. So literally this team was like really fine basically with the Rowan, Khazard, Mahira and Emilia. But we needed some extra damage, and that's why I went ahead and did this. And Matria fit the slot really well, because when I wasn't using Zolrath, they were killing this front row slot, so she just comes back anyway, and we can just hard CC. So I think she really situates well into this team. The one thing you got to be careful of is I'm pretty sure if you put her in range of Rowan's potion, she instantly drinks it, and then Mahira can't get that potion. That's why she is at back bottom, and Rowan's at front top, so we can still get Mahira to eat that potion. That's the main thing. Now, I'm not sure if it was something else I was seeing, but I'm pretty sure she just swallows it. She starts at full energy, so she's above the requirement, so she just sucks it up. But this team, really solid. Honestly, because she brings that extra energy regeneration as well, you don't really need a Rosaline when you run it like this, I don't think. I think she sort of replaces Rosaline in Charizard. Now, I could be wrong there, but for this one, I just found it so solid in general. So we'll put it on 2x speed, this one. Have a look. So there we go. Like I said, front row gets killed. That's okay, because she's going to come back. We get that potion with the Mahira, and we're just completely rolling. She's got her ring. She gets the ring out. It's gone now. It'll come back, but she gets that energy regeneration, plus she brings some solid damage as well, and I just think in general it just synergizes really well with the team. Now if you had to, you could drop this Matria for something else that's going to give you more battery power, or like I said, a Zolrath, so you can more reliably get that freeze. Depends on the enemy team, but in general, like I really like her in Charizard as well. I think it just works incredibly well. She just offers enough to the team that it doesn't matter. I'm not sure how it works if they're frozen by a Khazard. If then she does her freeze, they just take the extra damage. I didn't look too closely to see that. That was something that popped into my head as well. But in general, you're just getting real solid CC out of this team, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Moving on to the next one, let's take a quick look at artifacts if anyone was curious. All right, so this one impressed me. So this is my standard floppy Mulan. I just think she goes well in floppy Mulan, to be honest. You get the instant CC on the first on the front two and back enemy with Mulan in the back mid. You get instant CC on them, so they can't do anything at the start, and by the time they come out of that, they're frozen by Emilia. I think the synergies there is really good. Obviously, we then have Floppy grouping them up. I really like Chad in this team as well, and we just brought the Awakened Taylene. You could probably swap her for some Rook's probably a really good one to swap her for. That was just something I slotted in because we didn't have an Awakened hero. I know, cheating. But let's jump in and take a look. And like, it's just floppy Mulan. Like, it does floppy Mulan things. We get that instant CC, then we get into the freeze, then we group them up, then we lose floppy. But do we keep floppy in this one? Maybe we keep floppy. But yeah, once we're rolling with this team, like I love this team. You guys know this is like my favorite team. Until you see my next team, because my next team is a theme team, and I'm really proud about it. Probably deserves its own video. Probably will get its own video pushing in Kiasma's account. But let's jump into it. It is the anime team. Ain't no irons in this one. It's just the rest of the anime characters we've had as collabs. So I just wanted to do a theme team and I really liked it. So this one, the idea is obviously we have Albedo, except she died super early, but you know, Albedo buffs, good. Queen, the idea with Queen, so this team also takes into account Rem, where we get like the little half-second cheat death to allow everyone to sort of operate. That was the whole plan in this one. So like the idea was maybe Queen and Albedo could survive. Unfortunately not for Albedo, but you get the idea. Then we got Joker, who's going to put the CC on the whole team pretty much, except for Lucius, which is pretty solid. And that's pretty much the only reason we lost Albedo, because we couldn't CC Lucius with Joker. Otherwise, we would have been completely GG, because we get that little CC, the 2-second freeze out of Emilia, and then we just roll into, I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds off Joker, I can't remember, after he uses his AoE on any one of Mauler. So the Lucius was the one killer for us there. Obviously, this team was heavy shields with Lucius and Anarchy, so once again, we're going to get some good benefits out of having Rem in this team, because she can ignore those shields essentially. And yeah, but at the end of the battle, it was just Rem and Emilia, just doing Rem and Emilia things, and like once you snowball with these two, it's pretty nice. So there was our artifacts, and let's jump in and take a look. So I really like this anime team. I think it's fun. And see, so as you can see, like, we get straight into it. Like we just get that CC, then we run again by using Joker's ult, which then further extends the CC. You can see all those stuns still happening. Then we get into the Queen, then we get into another Joker. Honestly, it's just got some good synergies considering it's a theme team. I really do like it, but as you can see, everyone's dead now, but look at the damage. Once we're into double ults with Rem, like she just shreds. Even at high levels, she just like, she does damage. Like she just does it. And she ignores those shields. So you can see Anarchy not losing that shield and just losing all the health. So the fact that she just says, okay, you can keep your blue bar, I'm just going to get rid of your red bar, is absolutely sick, and I love it. And that is the final team. Gotta love yourself a theme team. Anyway, guys, that is my teams for Emilia. Like I said, I really like her. I think she's very splashable, just an all-around good, balanced unit, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I'll keep you guys updated as I test more of these things. But as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.